Jai Guru. Question. There are a number of teachers online who claim to be self-realized. While listening to one of them, I began to feel unwell. The way he was talking and what he was saying made me feel bad, so eventually I turned him off. Answer. If someone says he is realized, then he is not. What he is claiming is ego talk. You need to use your discrimination rather than accept a teacher's claims. Being around or listening to an authentic guru or teacher will always be a good experience of peace, light, and warmth, and never a bad one. How do you know if a guru is a true one? Because there will be a resonance within you, a gut feeling. You just know. Develop more trust in yourself, and then you will be able to discriminate between the true and the fakes. Question. Does self-realization happen suddenly or gradually? Answer. It is different for everyone, though it is more often than not a gradual awakening. As the understanding deepens, there are more glimpses and insights, followed by pauses, more absorption, then maybe bigger insights until nothing merges with nothing. Question. Now, after meditation, the body often feels exhausted, and yet when I first started meditating, it was the opposite. I felt light and re-energized. I'm wondering what is going on. Answer. As you go through the process of hammering the ego and removing the illusory layers, you are detaching yourself from all that you identified with, all that you thought you were, everything that made up your world. This process of undoing and letting go of a lifetime's baggage is demanding energetically. As the formless, unlimited nature is seen and self-transformation is underway, put simply, the body is trying to catch up with spirit. And sometimes the energy can feel too strong and overwhelming for the body, though it is not. Question. When I was in your company and after initiation, I felt so strong and prepared to face anything, ready to battle all the illusion that came my way. But now that I am back home and back to work, I have fallen into old habits and ways. I feel disillusioned. Answer. You cannot expect everything to change overnight. Old habits don't just vanish. They need to be replaced with new habits like regular meditation and devotion. The Nam mantra is not a magic wand. It is a powerful tool that will bring steady results with your efforts. Don't be so easily disillusioned. Approach the task in hand with maturity and common sense. You cannot eliminate a whole lifetime in a few days. You have the necessary tools to hammer the ego and slowly emerge from the illusory world. So now with renewed vigour, restart your daily practice. All is well. And remember that you are not alone. The Master's blessings are always with you. Question. There is largely, say, 90% an unperturbed feeling towards everything. Am I close to the end? Answer. Indifference is a good sign, but it is only one sign. Your impatience is often transparent in your messages. Be patient. And it is only a few days ago that you had fallen big time into illusion without even being aware of it. Best not to ask, am I close to the end? Keep hammering that I. Question. I feel as if I have just come alive in the last 2 years. Before that, I had no interest in spirituality whatsoever. Then suddenly, I started devouring book after book till I found Ramakant Maharaj and then you. Before, I felt bored and empty, but now happiness is overflowing. How did all this happen, and why? Answer. Forget about the how and the why. Everything happens spontaneously. We are on this earth to fulfill one duty, self-realization, to wake up from the dream, to stop trying to find meaning and happiness from the illusory world. Be content and give thanks that your light is no longer dimmed, but shining bright. Question. The last time we spoke, I felt that you were provoking me for no reason. It is not something you have done before. Answer. Remember that everything is a leela. Sometimes when the disciple appears self-assured and maybe too pleased with himself, the Guru may test him. If you had remained silent, you would have passed the test. But instead, you defended yourself and fell back into duality, believing in an illusory I who was unjustifiably provoked by his Guru, which in turn reignited feelings of anger. Always remember that the way the Guru treats the disciple is coming from love for the good and the growth of the disciple. Question. A few years ago, I was much more driven to find the truth than I am now. Life has become more complicated and it feels like the fire that was pushing me forward has just gone out. That makes me both angry and sad. Answer. The fire has not been extinguished. What has happened is that you have had to turn your attention to other pressing matters which are demanding most of your time and energy. Don't be angry or sad. You know that this situation is temporary. When it passes, the drive will not only pick up again, but be stronger. We cannot dictate the speed of our journey. Know that I keep you in my prayers always. Rest assured that all will be well. Question. When my meditation practice is not going well because I am unable to concentrate, I feel frustrated and guilty. Then more negative feelings come up and thoughts like self-realization is never going to happen to me, which makes me feel even worse and depressed? Answer. I have told you before to ignore the negative feelings and thoughts. Why are you still believing in them? Why are you giving them any attention? Everyone experiences days similar to yours when they are unable to concentrate. Don't hold on to it. Don't dwell on it. Let it go. It is just a blip. You have heard the good news, so be happy. I remember Maharaj used to say to visitors who used to whine, "Why the long faces? The knowledge I have shared is happy knowledge." Therefore, instead of falling into depression when the practice does not go smoothly, read a paragraph from Selfless Self or Ultimate Truth instead, which will instantly change your mood. Be happy. Jai Guru.